Alright then, welcome back to the channel guys. So first of all, let's have a look at something that you guys saw in the thumbnail, right? So this is Binance USDT liquidation heat map on a 3-daily time frame for BTC. Why am I showing you that? Because we got huge amount of liquidity, 3 billion USD worth of liquidity for BTC on a 3-daily time frame. So basically what I'm trying to show you guys on a get-go in this video is that BTC's price is going to go towards the upside in foreseeable future. This is 3-monthly heat map, right? So it's not going to be right away. However, we are still in the bull market, and of course I do have many interesting charts that are going to hopefully confirm my thesis. Overall momentum on the market, right? We've got everything in the oversold area and in weak area as well as neutral, right? We've got just a couple of altcoins that are in overbought area from the standpoint of RSI on a weekly time frame, right? So what does it mean, right? Altcoins are going to pump towards the upside sooner or later anyways. On Twitter I have already updated that, or actually on X, that many people are giving up on crypto while Kaspa is currently in a good buy zone and stochastic RSI has properly bottomed out, and the next spike for Kaspa price is just a matter of time, guys. So this is a weekly chart, all right? Make sure that you remember that, right? I'm showing you the longer term outlook firstly, and we are going to look into the short term soon. But guys, the stochastic RSI is basically on the bottom, right? We still haven't had a cross, right? And it can actually stay there for a while. However, what comes after that, Kaspa's price experienced upward momentum. Okay, so that's very good accumulation zone, I believe. And also from the standpoint of altcoins, it took 854 and 934 days for the Gaussian channel to stay green on a weekly time frame in the last two cycles for altcoins, excluding top 10 of course. So if the history will rhyme, alts could peak in Q1 2026 roughly, of course, and since they lag behind Bitcoin, right? So obviously every single altcoin chart, well, as we go down the road, is going to lag behind, right? But why am I showing you that, right? Because Kaspa is still in 22 as far as I'm aware. Let me actually double check. Yes, as you guys can see, 22 in terms of the ranking in a cryptocurrency market, right? So what does it mean? It means that this is the best macro chart for Kaspa to actually see where we are at. So as you guys can see, in previous two cycles for these alts, we had 938 for the Gaussian channel to actually stay green, meaning that the bull run did last for quite a while, right? Just like in the previous cycle. And at the moment, guys, if I'm going to be, let's say, conservative and do 861 instead of almost 1000 just like two cycles ago, we could see altcoins peaking in roughly Q1 2026. And now let's have a look at the short term for Kaspa, right? So guys, if you are following the channel, you pretty much are familiar with the fact that I was mentioning that Kaspa most likely is going to be trading in this area of boredom, okay, in this sideways area in here, okay, and this is what we are doing at the moment. Well, actually Kaspa's price, right, considering the fact that Bitcoin is still trading sideways, Kaspa basically is doing, well, almost the same, just like most of altcoins, right? So as you guys can see, Kaspa is basically showing a downtrend momentum, okay, and this is not necessarily good, all right? So we are losing this short-term support of roughly 15 cents, and we are going towards the downside, right? On a 4-hourly time frame, stochastic RSI is showing that Kaspa is in overbought territory. However, if we are going to look at the daily time frame, guys, let's have a look what's going on daily, right? On the daily time frame, looks like Kaspa is bottoming out from the standpoint of stochastic RSI, all right? So we might stay in that boredom. However, from the perspective of a daily time frame, guys, the next thing that we should look on a chart is probably Kaspa breaking that downtrend. So if Kaspa is going to break this zone and then retest as a support, I wouldn't be surprised if that is going to happen. Of course, it's not a financial advice, guys. I'm not a wizard. I don't know. I'm just letting you know what is my outlook on the market as of the time of recording this video, of course, all right? The market cap is sitting at 3.9 billion USD. The current reward is 92, and we've got 1 day and 6 hours for the next reward, which is going to be 87. So we are sitting at 85% mined. We are sitting at 1 exahash per second, and all-time highs are 105. So again, guys, every single update, I'm letting you know that this is very, very important. Anyways, let's have a look at this chart, and this is total crypto market cap that is excluding top 10 dominance on a 3-weekly chart, according to Mr. Mickey Bull Crypto. So he's saying that the buy signal just flashed on a macro capitulation channel for the first time since 2016. The last time it happened a huge altcoin season followed. All right, so let's have a look what he's talking about. All right, so 2016, once this indicator flashed, basically we had a huge pump towards the upside, which is basically visible in this bubble. Then we had these indicators flashing in here, and then we had pumps, right? So let's have a look. Right, every single time that's basically flashing, altcoins are experiencing a pump towards the upside, and this is something that is flashing at the moment, guys. All right, and this is actually something that I have also updated on yesterday's update on the channel, guys. All right, we are bouncing towards the upside, but of course this isn't going to be visible as a huge green candle because this is 3 weekly candle. Shout out to Mr. Prof, and he's saying that we are 1 month closer to the bullish cross of altcoins total 2 on a monthly time frame. Probably nothing, but last happened in 2020. The altcoin bull run started 2020, 2021, exactly the same thing as now on the chart. And now quick shout out to Mr. Max, and he's saying that Bitcoin, the real bull market, has not even started for BTC. So from the standpoint of the parabolic run, just like we've experienced in here, and according to Mr. Max, this is where we are at the moment, just another shakeout, drastic shakeout, and then we are going to experience another leg towards the upside, guys. All right, so make sure that you take out your profits along the way, all right, because nothing in this market is going up in a straight up line, okay, and the pullbacks are normal. This current pullback obviously is long and it's boring. However, Bitcoin smashed its previous all-time highs quick in comparison to the previous runs, right? But that's of course due to the fact of what happened with ETFs and so on and so forth. The golden cross is happening. A golden cross between the MA100 and MA200 is unfolding, and something we've never seen before. This could trigger the most explosive bull run yet. Guys, this never happened, right? Because every single time Bitcoin went into that parabolic mode, we only had narrowing, meaning that these two lines went very, very closely to each other. And as you guys can see in here, and at the moment we could see a actual cross, all right? So this could be huge, all right? And now guys, a quick shout out to Mr. Trader Tiring Great, and this is a monthly chart for BTC. He's saying that Bitcoin completed 2 times of deviation above the channel and has already gone back into the ascending channel. As long as it's moving or in above the channel, there is a high probability of bull rally coming to. So guys, we had the deviation number 1 in the previous pump, of course, in the cycle, right? Deviation number 2, and we were in the channel, and after that Bitcoin actually escaped that channel that was slow grind towards the upside. And this is basically what's going on, the depth of the bear cycle, right, as you guys can see in here, and then the slow grind towards the upside, which is that channel, and of course deviations that Mr. Trader Tiring Great marked on the chart, right? However, sooner or later we are going to escape this, you know, slow grind towards the upside, and I believe we are going to enter this parabolic stage. So Bitcoin has just completed a consolidation in 5 months, which is in line with the price action in stochastic indicator in 2016. In the 6th month after the local top, BTC peaked at the uptrend and ascended from 500 to 20,000 USD. So guys, let's have a look what he's talking about, all right? So this is basically the stochastic RSI formation that he's talking about, you know, 5 months of consolidation, so-called local top. So many people are basically thinking that this is, you know, the end, right? However, this happened before. So we've got this green square on the left, right, local top in here, and then stochastic RSI basically played such formation back then in that right blue square. And now guys, let's have a look at the current cycle. So we've got the first left green square, okay, if it comes to stochastic RSI formation, and we've got 5 months of consolidation. If the history on this particular chart is going to rhyme and repeat, we could see the parabolic run towards the upside. And make sure that you guys follow me on X, all right? So Bitcoin is currently at a good discounted price. By looking on a monthly RSI, according to the history, BTC still has a lot of time to shine. It takes from 304 to 487 days for Bitcoin to peak after the halving. So guys, I've basically marked on a monthly chart what's going on RSI. As you guys can see in here, right, this is how true bull cycle actually looks like on a monthly. The huge volume is there, as you guys can see. However, in average, after each halving, BTC is basically experiencing experiencing that upward move for 335 days. In this cycle it was 487 days, and the previous cycle it was 304 days. And now guys, if I'm going to draw a line in here and draw 335 days, that is basically showing the end of 2025. So guys, we still do have some time, all right, to actually accumulate. So this is BTC on a 10 daily chart, guys. All right, so this is the story with BTC according to Mr. Yoda, and he's basically showing that this 3 is going to be, let's say, 170k for BTC. But let's have a look what he's talking about, you know, by looking at his chart, right? So we've got the falling wedge, right? Then one, the sharp move towards the upside and breaking that downtrend of that falling wedge. That's cool. Then the pullback slash consolidation, whatever, and then entering that parabolic stage. So that's basically another perspective, but every single chart so far is showing that this is what we are missing, that parabolic stage and actual altcoin season. Altcoins, as already mentioned several times, altcoins have broken out of 9-month falling wedge. Retest is almost complete. The time when altcoins were as cheap as they are now is almost over. So we had the first pump outside of that formation and then retest of this formation as a support. However, we also had this neckline, so we kind of get rejected from this level of resistance. However, that retest is normal, as you guys can see. So sooner or later we are going to see that pump towards the upside, but make sure that you guys remember that this is 3 daily chart. And now one thing to talk about, right? What people are thinking it's like to HODL. People are thinking that, you know, it's a straight up road basically, right? But this is how it actually feels, right, for Kaspa holders, for Bitcoin holders, and for many meme coin if you guys invest into meme coins. So make sure that you guys are aware of the fact that crypto is a long-term journey. I mean, if you do consider a couple of years long-term, depending on when you have entered the market. I have entered the market a long time ago, so for me this is nothing new, but I do understand if you guys feel a little bit emotional about your bags, especially when you bought the local top. All right, ladies and gents, that's it what I got for you. I hope that you have guys enjoyed the update, and I wish you have a great day. Peace and love, crypto.